Larry Fleet, it's been a while, dude.
I know, couple years.
Yeah, it's weird because we do a thing on the show called Live Rewind where we bring back performances from different artists that have played in the studio every so often. It's kind of cool because we get to revisit those moments. One of the most requested is when you came in and did Where I Find God. I want to say it was right after COVID, when everything kind of opened up.
Yeah.
And you were one of the first guests to come in and play, and you moved a lot of people that day.
I was ready to get out of the house at that point. Yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Yeah, we every so often we'll have to pull that one out, and people enjoy it, and it's cool. Yeah. I want to tell you, I've been listening to the new album. By the way, Larry Fleet's got a new album out. It came out September 1st, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And
it is called Earned It. And you'll want to check it out. I almost forgot the name of the album, but man, there's so many good songs in there. My favorite is, and I saw the title and I went, oh, please, Lord, please tell me that's going to be Where There's a Willie, There's a Waylon. Have you heard the album?
I listened to part of it, but you go ahead and jam this one.
So I was like, oh, please, 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 because I saw the song called There's a Waylon, and I'm like, oh, that has to happen. And you made my life.
Yes.
And I guess all that I'm saying is wanting music gets us swaying. Wherever there's a Willie, there's a Waylon.
I also love that this sounds, I don't want to say country. I hate when people go, oh, this sounds country. But it really, this harkens back to, I'm listening to Travis Tritt, Fishing with My Dad. Like, that's what this feels like.
Makes you feel like you can dance, right?
I can't dance.
Well,
it does, though, but it does.
You feel like you can do it. Yeah.
That's
why I love that song.
Yeah, this whole album is, I'm not talking about just that song. I'm talking about the whole album feels like, it's like the best parts of country music. The stuff I love the most is all in here.
Well, and I think that's part of the reason you resonate so much. Is that we did have people blowing us up like, please play him. And then they're blowing me up like, we need him back on the show. I'm like, all right. So here he is.
Well,
we delivered.
We made it.
And I love that you brought a guitar. I didn't know if you were bringing a guitar. Yeah. I started the same one over. I was going to play a little bit of Earned It. What are you going to play so I can play other songs that...
Well, I'll do Things I Take for Granted is one that's been kind of popping off here lately. A lot of people talk about it, so I'll probably do that one.
Okay.
And I might do... I don't know. Might do Earned It, or I might do 25/8 or something like
25/8's great.
Yeah,
it's they practice 24/7, and I won't ruin the rest. But it's awesome. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break. Larry Fleet, the new album is called Earned It. Of course, you can get it anywhere you get your music, and you're going to get some really cool stuff here in the studio in just a moment as he's going to get the guitar plugged in, all tuned up, and do like a little mini concert for you on your drive into work today.
Yeah, let's do that.
Love that. Earned It. Check it out. Larry Fleet will be right back.
All right.
Larry Fleet in the studio. It's a good day. We've been trying to get you back for a while. Obviously, we touched on that a moment ago, and I'm so glad it worked out. Carson and Schaefer have been working with your people and trying to get, because you've been on tour with everybody, it seems like, lately.
Yeah, I've just been gone this week. It's I don't even know where I've been. It's I've been out with all kind of people this year, and we're doing a lot of festivals and stuff. But been out with Parker McCullum a lot this year, and we've done a lot of fun stuff.
Is that, and you were saying that's where you got that guitar, the one you have in your hands?
Yeah, he gave me this the other day, and I played it at the Opry last week. That was its first live show was at the Opry, and then this would be number 2. So
what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. So.
Is that like a musician thing? Y'all give each other guitars, like athletes sign jerseys to each other, and you guys are like, here, have a piece of musical equipment.
Well, I mean, we use that. I mean, I've had guys out with me, and I've given them guitars or something like that, But this is a Martin Eric Clapton edition. So anybody that's been out with me, sorry. I'm not rich.
You're not
getting one of these. So,
so is that a thing? Like whenever you go on tour with somebody, that everybody expects a gift now?
I didn't know that was a thing, and I was out with Morgan Wallen last year, and they're like, "Hey, here's all this stuff for you." I'm like, "What is going on?"
Like,
and
what did Morgan?
End of tour gifts.
I want to know.
Yeah.
Come on, like
I know. And then
what are some of the things that Morgan was giving out?
Morgan gave me an awesome mountain bike with like mud tires, and
do you ride a bike?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm a health nut.
Okay.
So let's go out biking miles and miles at a time. But I do. I enjoy it. The old left knee is pretty bad from football. So
So a bike is actually low
yeah,
impact.
Yeah. So, trying to drop a few pounds or whatever out there. And I'll ride the bike around. And even on the road in my bus, in the trailer, I'll haul a bike around.
That's
So
cool.
it's a good way to kind of check out of town.
Have you been taking notes, like you're watching and listening to other people talk about the stuff they get on tour? Because I know somebody had gotten a backhoe. I forgot who gave it to him.
Who's giving backhoes out?
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah,
I forgot
need
who
one,
it
honestly.
was. I forgot who it was. It might have been. I don't
That's
remember.
like Jason Aldean money.
Well,
Yeah.
somebody gave somebody a backhoe, and I was
Wow.
like, "What? What a great tour gift!"
It might have been, yeah. Somebody got him a deal with,
Yeah, they had-
Caterpillar or something. I
don't know. I
Probably
don't know.
Riley Green or something. Every time I look up, he's on some Caterpillar thing. So,
All right. Well, let's. Okay. So the album is called "Earned It." Larry Fleet in the studio, and what are we going to hear first?
this one seems to be doing pretty good. It's Things I Take for Granted. So we'll kind of knock this one out. Paycheck could be big and cold beer could be cheap, but I sure love a new truck, but I can't sell this beater. My freezer needs more deer meat, my grass could use more rain, but even on the hard days, man, I can't complain. I'm still living and breathing, I love a job I'm leaving. I just hit 3 green lights in a row on my way home. And I got a family that loves me, and someone looking out up above me. And I still got some blue skies left to go. I'm a Webster definition of what a lucky man is, when I take a look at all the things I take for granted. Sometimes when I get home, all I want to do is kick back on the sofa and kick off these work boots. I'm too tired to chuck the pigskin, tell a story, tuck the kids in, and stay up with the missus. But I'm going to tonight. Well, I'm still living and breathing. I love a job I'm leaving. And I just hit 3 green lights in a row on my way home. And I got a family that loves me, and someone looking out up above me. And I still got some blue skies left to go. But I'm a Webster definition of what a lucky man is, when I take a look at all the things I take for granted. I'm still living and breathing. I love the job I'm leaving. And I just hit 4 green lights in a row. I'm almost home to a family that loves me. Yeah, there must be someone looking out up above me. And I still got some blue skies left to go. But I'm a Webster definition of what a lucky man is, when I take a look at all the things I take for granted. When I take a look at all the things that I take for granted.
Larry Fleet, Things I Take for Granted. Dude, you know what I love about you is that you just come in, you're so unassuming. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people come in and they've got a big entourage and this kind of stuff. You just walk in, you got a guitar, you sit down, you play. And it's awesome.
I look like I'm about to change the filters in the AC unit or something, you know?
You know? Yeah, actually, yes. And what I love is that I know for a fact you know how to do that, and you know to do it on a regular basis.
Exactly.
Would you wear those boots to do it though? Because I feel like those are not approved.
These are my new boots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they fancy.
And I'm breaking them in.
Oh,
So,
are you?
Yeah.
So you're having to wear them like to all your radio support stuff?
Well, no. Honestly, this is probably one of the first places I wore them. I just got them. And went in one day. We was going to do a video or something. I was like, I need a new pair of boots. So went to get them, and I don't even think I wore them for the video. I took them, I don't know, you know.
So you have a new guitar and new boots, and you're breaking everything in basically here.
Look at me just flashing my money around everywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, you just played Things I Take for Granted. That's number 5 on the album of 21 songs. 21. Why did you do that? Most people put 10 out, or even an EP of like 3 or 4.
Hey, it had been 2 years since in 21's whenever Stack of Records come out. And so, it's been rocking around, touring the country and playing the same old songs. I was like, man, how long has it been? 2 years. Okay, well, time for some more songs. But I write songs all the time. And so I had a pile. We had to whittle down probably 100, we had 100 songs or better, and ended up
100 that you had written?
Oh, yeah. But,
What?
I mean, now.
In that 2 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
And like I said, it's probably more than that. But that's about what we had to go off of. And then now it's been cool because great songwriters are like, hey, I want this guy to sing my song. So they've been pitching me awesome songs.
That's cool.
And, before, I'm coming up. Nobody really knows me yet. They don't, they're not going to give me the good songs because
they have
this could be a flop.
They have a secret drawer in the.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. Like you go to songwriters and they have songs they'll pitch to anybody, but they have a secret little drawer in their desk and they're like, all right,
These are the good ones. Yeah.
Here, these are the ones I've been holding on to.
Yeah.
So you're getting to see those now. That's nice.
Yeah, and so if a good song comes my way, the best song wins. So
Well,
I just I'm a fan of songwriters, and that's kind of what I was starting out, and that's what I love. And so if a good songwriter writes an awesome song and lets me have it, I'm going to record it.
Larry Fleet is in the studio. The album is called Earned It. It is 21 songs long. That is amazing because, like we talked about earlier, most people put out, an EP of 4 or 5 songs. A lot of people will put out 10 songs, 12 songs, whatever it is. But you went 21, which is almost like a double album. And you said that you had 100 or more to choose from whenever you put it out, which is cool. But I'm a big fan of people doing big dumps like this, like I am, because if I like Larry Fleet music, then I don't want to stop at the 12 that are out. I want to keep going, and I want to get deeper and deeper and deeper, which is fantastic because of the way you did it.
Well, if you live in Nashville, it'll actually get you almost to Chattanooga with enough music there. So I mean, I don't know. I like songs, and I want to put as much out as I can. And that's kind of what I've been screaming about, for a while. I told the record label, I'm like, I want to do a big one. Let's do something big. And they're like, well, let's ease into it, And again, it's like, well, let's see if this thing works. But
well, that's always the way it works. It's like we're always much more exuberant and ready to go than anybody else.
Well, I like putting out music. I like for people to hear it, and I like to write these songs and also support other great songwriters. So I wanted at least 20 songs, and we had 20. And then one of them came in at the end, and I was like, well, all right, let's go ahead and made it 21. So,
did you write the last one, or did somebody else?
No, somebody else did, and they sent it in. It was kind of put together nice, and my producer, Joey, polished her up and was like, what about this? Because at first I turned the song down.
Which song was that?
It was Tennessee on You.
Okay.
And which was a little more kind of contemporary lyric than I usually do. And the sound, the demo of it was kind of, not really my thing, but Joey did this with it, and I was like, okay.
I'd love to sing Tennessee on you. Get the Broadway lights and your bright blues and my down home dirt on your.
So why do you end up? If this was the last one, I'd love to know the thought process. If this is the last one, why would you put it in the middle of the album?
I put the whole track listing together like a live show, and so that's kind of been my bread and butter. So we started out with, I was in Atlanta not too long ago, and the first show I played down there, we sold 27 tickets. And I know that because we played the Buckhead Theater and sold it out for, 1,500 people or something. And I made the kind of little joke that night. I said, yeah, last time I was down here, we we had 15 people that show up, and the promoter was there for that first show, and he said, no, you sold 27 tickets. So I said, well, all right. And so we started there with my band, and we grew, and we toured around. I drove the bus for a long time because we didn't have any money.
You were your own bus driver?
Yep.
Cool.
And and then my bass player Eric, he'd hop in and drive if we were in Iowa and it was pretty flat. You know what I mean? So I didn't trust him going around curves.
Okay.
So, but we got along, and it was we really played a lot of places and grinded it out. We worked really, really hard to get where we're at, and that was I don't know. It was just a thing that we really, really tried hard, and that was our main focus, was our live show. And so I wanted to put the record together like I would play a live show, and I built it like a set list. So, and honestly, 21 songs is about a 90-minute set when you look at it. So I said, how would we play this if we played it live? And you kind of start with Earned It, because that kind of sets the mood for the record. But then everything else kind of fell together. So that's how I play it. And Young Buck is the last song on it, and I usually close my show out with Young Buck because it's kind of rocking, and so that's why it is put together like it is.
I asked a dumb question, and you gave me a fantastic answer.
Really good answer.
Yeah. Larry Fleet, you want to go and check out the album, Earned It. He's got 21 brand new songs for you to go and listen to. And then once you're done with that, if you're new to the Larry Fleet fandom, you can go back and check out the older stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
come see a live show.
Yes,
Yeah,
look for
do
him on.
that.
And what is your socials if somebody wants to follow and get all the updates?
I think it's literally Larry Fleet.
Okay, just
I
search.
got in early enough. There was not enough of us. So,
Well, there's a lot of like the fakes now too. So
there's a
you
bunch
gotta-
of those.
You got to be careful.
And they hit me up every day. They're like, "Hey, is this you?" I'm like, Larry _3769 Fleet. No, that's not me.
Not him.
Yeah.
No, Larry Fleet. Check him out. Larry, thanks for coming in, dude. It's
Yeah,
great seeing
thanks
you.
for having me.
Again, Earned It. Go and check it out. Go pick it up. Go see him on tour. Check out Larry Fleet.
Well, because over the years, teenage kids have told you to like and subscribe, we don't have to say that anymore.
You know what to do.